Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Snaresolic. I'm your host Jack. This is the first ever episode of Ketchup for the 2022-23 season. I'm going to talk about the Bruins, Capitals, and Coyotes games. Originally I wasn't going to have the Coyotes game on this Ketchup episode, but, with all the things I've been doing this weekend, couldn't do it. So here we are. We're going to start with the Bruins game. We got our first win of the season. We win 7-5 in an insane shootout. So shots, Boston was favored 34-31. Ottawa had 6 penalties. Boston had 5. 15 penalty minutes for the Senators, 13 for the Bruins. One of the 5 power play goals for Boston was a power play goal. No shorthanded goals. Anton Forsberg had 29 saves and Boston had 24. The reason why I'm saying 24 in Boston because they switched out, or they pulled their starting goaltender after the second period, so they had another one coming in for the third. Hits, Ottawa 33, Boston 23. Ottawa had 11 giveaways, Boston had 10. 6 takeaways for the Ottawa Senators, 4 for the Bruins, and then both teams had 34 faceoffs won. So we're going to talk about who scored for the Ottawa Senators. They were 7 different players, so that's pretty good to see. Brady Ketchup, Drake Batherson, Shane Pinto, Tim Stützle, our entire top line scored in that game. Claude Giroux had his first goal in the Canadian Tire Center. Mark Kaslick had a goal, and so did Artem Zub. For the Boston Bruins, David Pastrnak had a goal, AJ Greer had a goal, Patrice Bergeron had a goal, Nick Foligno had a goal, and David Krejci, I don't know if I said that right, had the 5th goal in that one. So again, 7-5 victory over the Bruins, which is kind of one we needed just because we lost those 2 games on the road. So there you go. I mean, you get your first win of the season, and if Ottawa wants to clinch a playoff spot, the easy team to come after and beat is the Boston Bruins. So there you go. However, the Bruins are doing really good this season. They have a total of, I believe, 10 points right now, so they're on a roll to start off the season. Even without, who was it? Charlie McAvoy. And somebody else. I forgot who the other one was, but I know McAvoy's out. But now we're going to go over to the Washington Capitals game where the Senators were down. They found themselves down 2-0 after the first period, and they just took off from there. 5 unanswered goals to win the game by a final score of 5-3. Ottawa had 44 shots, and Washington had 24. Both teams had 6 penalties and also 15 penalty minutes apiece. Both teams had 2 power play goals apiece, no shorthanded goals. Ottawa had 22 saves. Washington had 39. Ottawa had 28 hits. Washington had 24. The Senators had 17 giveaways. Not a good look. And Washington had 6 giveaways. However, Ottawa had 4 takeaways and 3 takeaways for Washington. And faceoffs won, Ottawa 34, Washington 19. We're going to begin with the Washington Capitals. So TJ Oshie had a goal, and Anthony Mantha had those 2 goals for the Capitals. And then for the Ottawa Senators, Shane Pinto had a goal. Alex DeBrincat and Tyler Mott both had their first goals as Ottawa Senators. They were both empty netters. And then Drake Batherson had 2 goals in that game. So a really nice victory there by the Ottawa Senators. Again, like Boston, as we predicted on paper, they were a team that could get knocked off from the playoff picture if a team like Ottawa or maybe even Detroit were able to get a playoff spot. I'm not sold on Columbus or Buffalo just yet. I think if there's a team that can definitely make the push, it's either Ottawa or Detroit, maybe even both. And then we can see teams like Boston and Washington drop off. But, the Capitals had a little bit of a slow start to the season. That's something the Boston Bruins have not done. They're on a roll. But now we're going to go to the game yesterday against the Arizona Coyotes. The Ottawa Senators just completely dominate that game by a final score of 6-2. So the Ottawa Senators had the first 2 goals of the game. I'm going to get into the game stats first. The Ottawa Senators had 32 shots. Arizona had 22. 8 penalties for the Senators, 7 for the Coyotes. 19 penalty minutes for the Sens, and 17 for the Oats. Each team had 1 power play goal, no shorthanded goals. Ottawa had 20 saves. Arizona had 26. Ottawa had 28 hits. Arizona had 24. Arizona had 14 giveaways. Ottawa 12. 7 takeaways for the Sens, 3 for the Coyotes. Faceoffs 1, Ottawa 35, Arizona 21. We're going to go with the Coyotes scoreboard first. Dylan Guenther had a goal and Clayton Keller had a goal, each for the Coyotes. And then for the Sens, Josh Norris has his first goal of the season. He's also out with a shoulder injury, so quick recoveries to Josh Norris. Let's all hope he gets back on the ice soon. I don't know. There's no timetable for how long he's going to be out, but let's hope it's not something serious. Mark Kaslick had a goal. Brady Tkachuk had 2 goals. Shane Pinto had another goal. And then Tyler Mott had another one as well. Shane Pinto's been on a roll lately. He has 4 goals on the season already. I believe Brady Tkachuk, he's got, I believe, 4 as well. So kudos to Tkachuk and Pinto. I mean, these two are absolutely playing out of their minds. Shane Pinto, is he a Calder finalist already? We'll see. But he's playing at a Calder level right now. So you got to give all the credit to the world to Shane Pinto on that. So that's my catch-up episode. 3 wins at home at the Canadian Tire Center. Let's keep it up. We got 2 more games at home against the Stars and the Wild, which there will be a weekly preview and prediction video for that. So this is Jack from the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.